what's up, guys? So today I had a decent day. Let's take a look at some of the trades that I've done. Activision. So Activision is it's basically a practice in being able to manage your risk. So here I went short, it popped up, and basically I exited. It was very choppy, it was moving up and down. I think the spread was fairly high on this one as well. The reason why I went short, eventually it actually did turn out well, but the pullback was from 43.57 to 43.78. 500 shares. That was a little too much risk. I could probably have monitored it and went short at somewhere at this level. Reason for me getting out so early was there's this big drop here in the opening range breakdown. The stock overall gap down. So I was afraid of a reversal, shorts covering and so forth. So went short, got stopped out. Obviously, this stock is actually still fairly weak, so it continues to trend downwards, but it's okay to be stopped out. And then MGNX, on this, I actually took both positions, a short and a long. Let's see what I did here. I think this stock also was a very choppy stock, so I saw that it could not make new lows here, 28.52, and then it held this level. So on the pop up, I went long. Should have stopped out earlier, probably at the, well, actually this is a pretty good stopped out. So I took 500 shares. I got stopped out. I should stop out maybe here, but it's okay. It's a couple of cents. So 29.96. Yeah, so this is almost $1 move. This is a very volatile stock, so I stopped out. Once I stopped out, I saw that if it could not go any higher, this was a stock that had gapped up. So if you look at the daily chart, it gapped up by quite a bit. People are probably going to take profit. So when it couldn't make a new high, I got stopped out. I quickly reversed my position. I took 500 shares on the short side, and then the stock dropped. So basically, I covered my loss. It dropped about $1. So I covered it with like a $15 profit or something. So here, another exercise in stopping out. I went short PDD, and I held it through this because it wasn't really that much, 29, so that's like 20 cents or so. No, maybe less than that. I would have stopped out if it passed this mark. So I saw that this was an engulfing pattern on the 5-minute here. That was an engulfing, and so I thought it was going to go drop. It did, but then it was pulling back. I didn't want to pull back to this level, which it kind of did. It passed my stop level, my stop loss. So on the pullback, I didn't want that to happen, so I stopped out. If I were to track this, I would probably re-enter the trade right here at this level. Once it starts to show signs of weakness, or maybe even here, when it showed signs of weakness, that's about to drop again. I should have re-entered there because you see this big drop here from 29.16 to 28.68. So if I entered somewhere around the 29 level, it could have gotten a pretty good profit out of PDD. Again, the timing was off, so that's okay. And then lastly, Take Two. I did really well on Take Two, but it's a number of factors. Part of it was being able to read the chart. Part of it was luck, because it could have went either way. So let's look at. So initially, I started Take Two with a short. Went short at this level because I saw on the 5-minute here. Look at the 5-minute. So on the 5-minute, it started to make a pullback, but then it was going to lose this level. It didn't show up. It didn't seem like it was going to continue. So I went short. Sometimes the stock, if it was weak, it'll go up and then it'll come right back down and then break through this low of the day level. So it did kind of do that, but then it popped up. So I took some profit here, and then I exited the remainder pretty much at break even. And when I saw that, I knew that if I was going to go short, then this is a true reversal. So I went long here. When it popped up, I covered, and then it looks like it was going to drop, so I covered some more. And again, I didn't want this to go past my break even, so I exited the remainder, but it did continue to move up higher. But I got stopped out, which is okay. I rather protect myself. So, and then this stock is, again, it's another versatile stock. If this was like a couple cent stock, I may wait until break even or whatnot just to see if it will continue to trend up, because sometimes it does do that. But for this one, because of the volatility, I'd rather not have it flip on me, so I didn't do that. Then later on, as I follow the stock here at this level, I see that it I was trying to make a reversal on the 5 minute. Looks like a double bottom at the 92.79 level. So as it made a new 5 minute high, and every time it tried to drop, it got bought back up. I went long here, added to my position as it popped, as it crossed over. I was hoping for a move where it would just go all the way up to VWAP. Unfortunately, it did not do that. It actually did a pullback here, and it was scary. I should have got stopped out somewhere around here, but it was just so choppy that it was, you're up and then you're down, you're up and you're down. So for me, I was hesitant to exit. Typically, I would exit right away, but I was hesitant to exit because on the 5 minute, as you see here, it never really broke down. Never got past the 92.79 level. And then if you look at the 15 minute, it spent an hour at this level, an hour. And then on the daily, it gapped all the way down. So at some point, the stock will try to fill in the gap and go back higher because it really dropped really low. Doesn't mean it necessarily always happens, but chances of that, plus the fact that it was holding that level for about an hour at the 15 minute, it was holding this level for an hour. And this is a level that it couldn't break early on in the morning. So I was more confident that this is a very strong level of support for the stock. So I kind of waited a bit. If it were to break down, I would have taken a substantial loss. But the probability kind of favored me in that regard. So I think I was at an $800 loss at this point, somewhere around here. Not proud of that. I probably should have, if I timed it better, exited somewhere around this, near this level, 93.19 or whatnot, and taken a $300 loss, and then re-enter the trade. So that's the one aspect that I don't like, is holding it through this. Should have exited way earlier, waited for the pullback, because this would be another great entry is right here. Confirmation is there because it did this pullback and it was going back up. So I would have re-entered the stock probably at around this level, 93.38, because you've already rode through all of this, or maybe even at this level. To be honest, it's probably somewhere around here where I would have re-entered the stock. But either way, I held it because of what the longer time frame had told me. It was a risk. Like I said, I would have played this stock differently, but it paid off. My trust in the longer time frame. Like I said, I should have stopped out, but it paid off eventually. So I made about $1,300 off of that. So overall, $1,261 off of 24 tickets. Commission is $34.55. So fairly good day. This trade was a bit tricky here. Overall, I'm proud of the way I stop out. Stopping out is good. And I don't know, let's see. Yeah, should have stopped out earlier on this one too. But it is what it is. I think this was pretty volatile. I need to pay better attention to the volatility of the stock. But overall, it is what it is. I hope everyone else did better in their execution, and the money will come.